Hello, Earthlings. This is Zube. I am going to be doing a pick a card reading. This is timeless, so you'll want to intuitively pick a number. I will put the timestamps below. Remember that this reading is general, so it may not fit entirely. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Maybe you'll get a little sound bite or a little piece of info. If it doesn't resonate at all, then you can maybe select another pile. Otherwise, I have other timeless readings. Thank you for stopping by and have a great day on Earth. Peace and namaste. Greetings, pile one. Shuffle and pull some tarot for you first, so we can see what we have going on here. All right. So the overarching theme that we have for this reading is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles would indicate that there's some sort of collaborative project that you have going on. It would be in an earthier realm, right? Most of the time, the Pentacles are about work and finances. Oh my gosh. Okay. On the inside, wow. On the inside, you have the Three of Cups, right? So this is the overarching theme. And then we have your energy internally. That's about connection. So feeling, dude, I'm like giddy over this reading, and I almost said it, but I didn't say it. And I was like, this reading feels exciting. So, but it's about having supportive people around you. So you might actually be feeling pretty good, pile one. So you're like looking to share emotionally with people, to be open, to collaboratively work with them, right? And then on the external, you got the Three of Wands. And I don't know if you guys like could see the way they just sort of like floated out or whatever. So the Three of Wands are fire. And the Three of Wands is about expansion. And this card is, he is waiting for these ships to come in. And so it's kind of this, wow, okay. So you might be working with a group of people. You might be exchanging ideas and stuff like that. You know, and the pentacles can also be like a friendship, right? It's earthy energy. And so like friendships and even like long-term family relationships are like, the cups are more or less like romantic love or whatever. And then on the internal, you have the Three of Cups. So that's emotionally, you are ready to reach out and connect and invest in other people. And then the Wands are like spirit. And I freaking love this card because, I mean, he's waiting for a ship to come in. The way I kind of describe it is that he is in a place where he knows that he doesn't have to chase after anything. He's waiting for it to come to him. So it's a really like, it's kind of like an inviting abundance energy. But 333, that's an angel number. I'm going to look it up. God, you guys are feeling good. I just got chills. Gratitude, be grateful for what you have. And I think you are, actually. I think you are grateful for what you have. She has a peacock on here, if that's significant to you. It's kind of like a peacock design, but an attitude of gratitude. But that's how we attract things to us, people, relationships, even money. Nobody wants to be around a grumpy fuck, you know. But you're feeling good. Let me look up angel number 333. I mean, I always think of the Holy Trinity when I think of 3. I'm going to pause this while I find it. Hang on one sec. Here we go. Angel number 333 is a reminder of your power and growth abilities. You have life under control and you're capable of pursuing exciting opportunities that will help you grow physically, mentally, and spiritually. Don't underestimate yourself. That's badass. So you might have been seeing like, even 3 may be significant to you, or maybe you've been seeing it around or something like that. But that was kind of wild. And it's 3 cards. Like I always kind of pull 3 cards in the initial draw. This is like confirmation on something, if that's what you're looking for. And then the deck that you got here is the universe has my back deck. You got 2. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. That first one had an owl on it. These cards are, I just want to pull a tarot, one more tarot, and see if we might be able to figure out what this is like about. What is this about? Strength. Maybe you went through something tough, right? And then I kind of got what if you call it like a download or whatever. You know, it's not as like crazy or hard as it sounds. People are always like, how do you hear your guides? And it's just, it's really simple. But this pile is a message for people, and there's not really an exact or particular situation, because maybe everybody's situation is a little bit different, but you may have been through a difficult time and shown great strength. And this is like confirmation that either something you've been working on or something you've been applying yourself towards is coming to fruition. Like basically it's a nod and a wink that like, we see you, we've been seeing you, and your time is coming. I will say, if you're not feeling it already, I think you would know that this goodness is about to come in. This is like a confirmation that good things you are pretty sure you know are coming, like you're in a more buoyant place, are coming. If you're in the throes of a difficult struggle right now, unless you're keeping your outlook, unless you're in a good place with your outlook, like, you know, there's, even if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you know that it's there, right? I just want to make sure, because it seems like it's a really general, just cheerleading reading so far. And I have a feeling it's because it's for a mix of people with different situations, but like who know something good is on the way. and are basically getting a card reading because they want to know how badass they are, right? And the cards are like, yeah, you're fucking badass, man. It's coming. These ones don't want to come out. Kind of hard to shuffle. Oh, there we go. You know, oh my goodness. Okay. I remain in balance with my emotions. So you're like really playing it cool, and that's a good thing. Okay. So the further that I get on my spiritual path, never mind the fact that I just got stupid excited about the whole 333 thing. I mean, there are 78 cards and only like 4, well, okay, the major arcana, 5 threes. Yeah, I was like a little stoked on that, but my emotional like trigger for going up and going down is pretty solid. Like I go more and more like this. Like I don't go bananas when something good happens, and I don't lose my shit when something bad happens. It's like I'm evening out, stabilizing. Maybe that's what you're doing, is you're sort of like stabilizing and balancing your emotions. And so, it's okay to get a little excited though. That's kind of what I just got. This reading is amazing. What do we got here? A note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation, and goal, blessed is the body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and soul. What did that 333 say? Physically, mentally, spiritually. Balancing emotions. Cups, wands, pentacles. You are really, you're really creating balance here. And it's saying to look at things through the lens of love. We've got here, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And then here it was, when love is the focus. Yeah, so you're just stay focused on that love. I really like this. All right, random. What are these guys going to say? They're my little preschool cards. And I'll be honest with you. Oh my God. When I was setting up the cards, I was one deck short for yours. I like to do the same number of decks for each reading. And I don't always use these cards online, because here's the funny thing. So they don't talk to me, right? They talk to the person I'm reading for. Like I have a certain decks that are like that, where they don't talk to me. I don't know how else to explain it, but I'll be like, well, here's your cards. And somebody will go, oh my gosh, holy shit. Like that means this to me or whatever. So maybe that'll be the case with these, which is interesting because I picked this deck for this pile, and this pile is being pretty non-specific about what you have going on. You know what I mean? So maybe this will indicate whatever situation you're in or whatever. Vase. Because I'm not bougie. We've got vase, sun. Okay. So I don't want to influence what you think they may be about. For vase, you just kind of have to think outside the box with these. It could just mean that you are like filling your container. You're learning how precious you are. The sun actually is a tarot card, and it's the most optimistic card in the deck. So I always think like sun on my back. I'm trying to see if anything else comes to me. Anyway, if anybody got this reading and had something like interesting come up for them, it would be awesome if you commented. In the meantime, ride that wave, man. Have a great day. Peace. Namaste. What up, pile two? I'm gonna pick some tarot for you. What do we have going on here? This is timeless. So it'll just be overall energies that you might have going on right now. All right. So overall energies, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, cups are emotions. The Six of Cups is about emotional connection. It's kind of like a childlike love, right? So it could be about a soulmate or a relationship where there is an element of pure love. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that it can't be like a romantic relationship. I mean, I always say in my relationship, like I have concern for my partner as kind of as though he was a brother. You know what I mean? That's why like when we've been on our ins and outs, if you know me, we've always kept in touch and cared about one another. It's almost in like a sibling sort of way, but not gross. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is like that kind of connection with somebody. It can have to do with children, you know, so actual like children in your life or something like that. Um, and, you know, a situation involving them, or it can be just being in the memories of the past, you know, being kind of in this like nostalgic sort of mood. Um, this the internal card is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is heavy. I mean, the Ten of Swords is just devastation. It's if you've seen the regular tarot, it's the 10 swords that and the man is on the ground and the 10 swords are in his back. It's just utter overwhelm. Um, it is a completion card, so it is sort of like the crowning moment of devastation, you know what I mean, or processing through like a new level, because it is a completion. There's a breakthrough either in the works, on the next step of the journey. Okay, that was all like pretty specific, but yeah, it's almost as though inside we're crushed, okay? And what's really interesting is that the external card is the 8. The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about, it's kind of, and the external card is either the energy coming towards you, or I think of external as like the front, you at face value and outwards. So what and it's about just kind of nose to the grind. You know what I mean? Like just, you know, it can sometimes be about work. I don't feel like this is about work. I feel like it's about a relationship, but it has the energy of just kind of working through things, you know, plugging along, da 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 da, status quo, here I go. And it's not an overly sad card. This card on the internal is sad. So I'll tell you what I'm getting from the three of them together is that there are feelings inside that are just overwhelmed and crushed and devastated and tired and, you know, mentally exhausted, involving an emotional situation. And like I said, that would be like soulmates or, you know, children. It could be a love relationship, or it can be, you know, feeling nostalgic about the past. So perhaps there is something going on internally that we're really devastated about, either something that happened in the past or is going on right now. But on the outside, we are plugging away. And it could be for some of you that this feels like the expectation that other people have of you, to just keep going, you know. And yet on the inside, we have this going on. I want to pull a card to clarify that 10 of Swords. What do we got for the 10 of Swords? We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so and the swords are mentality. That's thoughts. That's, you know, just lots of thoughts running through the head, through your head. And the Queen of Wands is a very spiritual card. So it's almost like we're trying to transform these thoughts, and we have a deep internal process going on of getting through some painful mental anguish. And while in that process, because we are about to make a spiritual breakthrough, I mean, and that's what I'm getting, like this 10 of Swords, and then that Queen of Wands, that it's like a leveling up after getting through some hard stuff. It's like we feel like we're kind of hitting the end of a cycle of growth that has not felt very good in our brains, you know, and in reality, or however that translates for you. But on the outside, it's a very internal process. And in some cases, because this is a general reading, in some cases that may be okay. You know what I mean? That may be exactly what is needed, is for this to be a solo journey, and for, you know, on the exterior to look all right. But you know yourself best. If it's only because people are expecting that of you, and really you do need to reach out, then that's okay too. For some reason, I'm feeling like, because this is the Queen of Wands, that you've got this. You've got this. Is kind of what I got. Let me pull some oracles and see what we have. All right. Come to the edge. Yeah. I mean, she's dancing on her own. So it's number 36. If that means anything to you. Come to the edge. It's like, I don't know why I just thought of, she's tearing up kind of a bunch of, it looks like little hearts, or actually it's hearts. And anyway, it's almost like she's shredding something, and that to me is the painful part. But there is something beautiful that is emerging out of that, and you are being encouraged by your guides, or God, the universe, whatever resonates with you. You are being encouraged because to continue this process, and there may be some sort of leap of faith, or somewhere that you know you need to go next, internally, you know, mentally, whatever, in order to, because you're very close to a breakthrough. That's what keeps coming through for this. So ready. The cards always feel some kind of way when I'm reading them. And usually when I pull out the 10 of Swords, it's really, really heavy. And I don't feel that this time, you know, so it's like things could have been really, really, really heavy. You have every excuse for things to feel really heavy. I just got, but it's like there's hope, you know, and for some reason I'm getting that might astound people. You know what I mean? That you even have this hope. It might even be surprising you. I got truth and love begets truth and love until it builds and surrounds you. And when you have created a surplus, you transmit it out into the world around you. It's orange. So that's the orange chakra. That is sacral. This really could have to do with kids. I mean, the sacral is the reproductive organs, it's creativity. It's, you know, like birthing projects. But I think it's almost like you found yourself on a journey you never would have imagined that you are on. You wish you'd never gone on it. However, there is a process that is occurring, and the truth that you are carrying from that journey. I want to read this again. Truth and love begets truth and love until it builds and surrounds you. And when you have created a surplus, you transmit it out into the world around you. There is a story, there is something that you are learning that you're meant to share. However difficult it was to get there, you are supposed to give birth to a sharing your truth and sharing your love and learning how to come up with your own surplus of filling yourself up emotionally by kind of keeping other people out. That's a process that so many people need to learn about, you know what I mean? And so when I say holding it in, you know, I've been through difficult times, and I've gotten to a point where I actually prefer to do it. I'm never alone. And you know that too. I think, you know, you're never alone. You may question it sometimes, but you're not. And you know, I just don't like other people all up in my shit. And I like to go through stuff in a solitary way with whom I call the universe and my guides. So, wow. So I got the three of hearts. These cards are amazing. Bob Ross. And I read them like the tarot. And they have a little quote on it, which I don't know, just makes it that much more fun. So Bob says, "Isn't that fantastic? I knew you could do it." Yeah, you are being encouraged and ready. Oh my gosh. So the Three of Hearts is equivalent to the Three of Cups in tarot. And whenever I see the Three of Cups, I think of the Holy Trinity, right? So even if, you know, that doesn't necessarily speak to you, it is as though the three is divinity. So it is as though the divine is showing up here to say, like, we see this thing that you're walking towards, and we just want you to know, and that you are here, and there is that we are here, and there is a purpose. I'm going to pull some of these fairy cards. Flowers. Flowers will brighten up your space and create a fairy-friendly place. Maybe you just need, I mean, I know this might sound dumb, but you just need to get some, like some flowers and keep them just for you to have, or get a plant, you know, because it'll grow. And because in the process of like caring for the plant, you can even name it after yourself and it would be like you're caring for you, you know. But growing something and just whenever you see it, it'll be like a reminder, plus it's spring, that you are also growing, even if it's like an idea, but you are growing this gift that will be helpful to other people. Fairy wings. In the forest, small lights glow. Those fairies are flying low. If you pick this pile, fairies may resonate with you. You know, fairy magic, fairy energy. Maybe you want to like have a little fairy friend. If you like close your eyes and get quiet and ask for fairy energy to come your way, that would be helpful. You might even get a name or something like that. Maybe there's a fairy that wants to live on a plant that you put in your space. I think that's what it is. You got a fairy that wants to move into your house. That's your tarot card reading. Life may have been hard, but whoop. Oh. Success. Number 12. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor, integrity. Yeah. That 8 of Pentacles, you are working really hard at something. And so, yeah, you are working really hard at something and you're not you're not like like, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have bravado about it. You're not showing off about it. You're just solidly, you want to do it the right way. I mean, integrity is the word that jumped out at me. Maybe you need a little lightness. And that's where that fairy inspired stuff is coming in. She is tearing up pieces of paper, which are really light, and tossing them aside. She's wearing a really light dress. I think bring the light in where you can is what I just got in. So bring light in where you can. Try to deep breath. That is one thing I'm noticing with this reading is that I'm forgetting to breathe. So, which is kind of a thing for me, but in this reading in particular, I keep taking a deep breath. Remember to take a deep breath if you need it. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry that you've been through whatever it is that you've been through. You are going through that process in order to help other people. But the cards are letting you know that you are not alone, that you will get through it. It does have a purpose, and you will succeed. Anyway, have a great day on Earth, and I will see you again, hopefully. Peace. Namaste. What up, pile 3? So this is the reading that you selected, and I will say I just got a massive amount, is that better, of interruptions. Some good, some not good. Anyway, I'm meant to do this reading all in one sitting, and I just got about an hour's worth of interruptions. But we're back. So I'm going to pull some tarot, see what you guys have going on. Hmm. Okay. All right. So, internal card. We have the Two of Cups. Internally, there is a relationship on your mind. Connection, wanting to feel connected. On the external, we have the Queen of Cups. So we have the Two of Cups on the inside. So we're thinking about a relationship. We have the Queen of Cups on the outside. And I think of the outside card as your, your exterior. So you're thinking about this relationship internally, a relationship in particular, having a relationship at all, something like that. This is a relationship reading for sure. And with the Queen of Cups, this would be how you appear. Okay. And so you're putting your best face forward is what I just got. We're contemplating, we're being really considerate. She's looking at this relationship. So it's almost like we're reflecting on this relationship. I'm going to pull another tarot because the overall card, I do it like that. This is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the divine, the feminine kind of rules the esoteric, the occult. But I always seem to see it when people are getting nudges from the universe or like intuitions regarding issues. That card lets you know that you're not alone. You are divinely guided. Okay. So a clarifier for the High Priestess that I got is the Chariot. The Chariot is really fast movement. This kid's on a skateboard. In the regular tarot, it's a chariot, but it's about we're on something with wheels and we're in charge and we're trying to harness all kinds of energies to get where we want to go. Like if you think about, a skateboarder flying through town and through a city, and they just go. It's like not much time to dwell. You know what I mean? So maybe there is something with a relationship that on the outside we look as though we're reflecting, but really things feel like they're moving kind of quickly. Let me pull some oracle cards. Yes, maybe there is something with a relationship, but like I was talking about the interruptions and stuff like that. Weird. What I always take note of weird stuff that happens whenever I'm doing a reading because sometimes it's relevant. Maybe there are so many issues and things going on that you are trying to navigate. And that's this Chariot energy, right? But this High Priestess is like dropping wisdom, that you need to reflect on your connection with someone significant, whether it's wanting someone significant or if you already have a partner. This is a general reading, so I have to kind of do it like this. Ooh, wow. Coming apart. Yeah. So this could be that there is an existing connection that that we might be avoiding realizing that it's not working out. or that there are aspects of it that are not working out. It's almost like you're going to break open and have an honest moment with that, or you need to reflect it. I see the head breaking open. So it's like you have to really let out these, it's not even thoughts, it's intuitions that this is just not right, right? Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Are you in a situation where maybe someone doesn't serve your highest ideals? You know what I mean? And it's kind of interesting too. These are all sort of purple hued. That's purple. That's purple. So all this purple is third eye chakra. That's intuition. Like there's something that you know. There's something that you know, and right now you're kind of speeding along because it's working. It's working. But is that good enough? You know? Wow. Wow. So we got move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. That's a mermaid card. I'm going to pick another one. Maybe it's like time for you. Oh boy. Take the helm. Be in control of your own ship. Where are you steering your ship? Yeah. I have this nifty little thing. You guys are the only group that got it. And I shake it up. And it just has words. And we'll see what the words are. You know what? This is kind of needing some detail. So I'm going to pull a few. Oh, we got freedom. Adventure. Healing. And exploration. Yeah, you guys, the call of the wild is what I just heard. There's something calling, even if it's calling from in here. And it could be that you are ignoring it, but deep down, there's like a truth that you know. There's an adventure that you want to take. There's something higher that you're moving toward, and maybe there's a glitch with like a partner that does not serve or is incongruent with that purpose, but they work for now. Is that enough though? And it could also be that you are in pursuit of someone, and while it could be fun, there's this knowingness that it might not be the greatest thing. Like it may not uplift you to where you want to go. So I got the star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So look for signs. If you need encouragement, I have a feeling that especially with that High Priestess card, you are probably getting synchronicities and communications from spirit that would speak to this like inner craving, or this, it's like there's something bubbling under the surface. I'm going to pull a couple of cards for spiritual advice, but there's healing that has happened. And so this kind of just came in. It's like maybe, yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the boiler just started making really loud noises. This reading is really interrupted. But what was I saying? Yes, like maybe this doesn't feel bad. Like the relationship, there's nothing coming out that it's bad. It just might not be the highest. It may not be going where you want to go, is what I'm saying. We got the moon. Okay, so the moon is literally about our intuition, right? And following our instincts, but it's also about kind of being in the dark right now. And I always think of it as when you're walking on the beach, like under the moon, you can only see so far ahead of you, right? So you have to kind of like take each step at a time, especially if you walked in, and in order to walk back out and follow your footsteps, you have to kind of keep your eyes down. There's not much looking ahead. And you need to kind of be in the now, right now, navigating this situation. What I was starting to say is that with this healing and exploration, I'm kind of getting that for somebody, this may be a relationship that actually healed you, right? But it may just be that it's not going any further. And I keep getting that it's working, right? Okay, so spiritual advice, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, the swords represent truth. They represent integrity, being honest, quickness, forthrightness. The Knight of Swords takes action, even if it's actions with your thoughts. It's moving forward. So we do need to move forward. We do need to be honest. I'm getting the feel that it's honest with ourselves, first of all. If there's something that we're weighing, the two of cups, like if you're not in a relationship, in this tarot deck, it specifically looks like a love relationship, but this can be about any connection, really, just something that you feel like a business partner, something that you are strongly emotionally connected to someone about. But yeah, this Knight of Swords, and it's green. It's the only green card in this reading. Actually, this one is kind of green too. So you guys got purple and green pretty much. That's the heart chakra. What do you want in your heart? I mean, and if you were to boil it down to what do you want in your life to be fulfilled, taking into consideration a partnership as well, but primarily what is your purpose? That's what I really feel like this reading is about. So anyway, if that resonated with you and you feel like leaving a comment, I would love it. And have a great day. Peace. Namaste. Hello, pile 4. So we're going to do your reading. This is timeless. It's also general, so some of the reading may not resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest. And pull some tarot to see what we've got going on. Holy moly. All right. First of all, there are 22 major arcana cards, and you have 3 out of your 3 cards are major arcana. So on the internal, High Priestess, Love this. The High Priestess is, I just pulled this one in the last reading, but she is like divine feminine wisdom, the occult, going inside to find answers and looking to like our ancestors and our guides and our angels. So internally, you are feeling led, encouraged, really open. Yeah, it's a possibility. It's like there's a lot of possibility. Um, and I'm kind of at a loss for words, which usually doesn't happen to me. And it's almost because it's like this vastness or something. On the external, you got the Magician. These readings today, I think pile one was like this. It's kind of weird, but the Magician is creates their own reality. That's the Alchemist. It's the first card in the major arcana, so it's the beginning of a journey, and knowing that we have the power to create the reality that we want. And then the overarching theme, I do this, and then the overarching theme of the reading is the Empress. You have a lot of divine feminine energy here. So you're feeling really receptive. It's a super receptive energy. And that's why I kind of think I'm having trouble putting it into words. I'm going to pull some oracles, but it's almost like just being ready to receive, ready to kind of surrender to what the possibilities are. There's a okay. Everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. I love these cards. So we got that. And you know what? That's kind of funny, because for the overarching theme in the creation of something, like, look at the Empress. She's like, fuck you, a-holes. I don't give a shit. So you might not give a shit. That is a pretty decent tarot reading, if I do say so myself. I'd take that energy. Yeah, you really might not give a shit. You're creating something, though. And you're creating it from a place of, wow, it's kind of cool. Oh, you're creating it from a place of receptivity. So it's this cool, wow, it's like an exchange of energy. It's a trust. It's a faith that things are happening, and your emotions are literally a part of that creation process. And you learn from everybody. I mean, you might have some people, whatever, that like scattered around that are being annoying or whatever, but you're like impervious to that bullshit, like, oh, there's a lesson here. Seeing differently, uniqueness, roles, variation. Yeah, you recognize the roles that the people around you are playing. And here it's almost like you have a guide kind of guiding you along. Like you might be getting flat, like insights, you know what I mean? Like, I see, I've seen this pattern before. I recognize this. Yeah, it seems like you guys are in a good spot. People in good spots don't always read tarot readings, but if you're struggling with something, I don't think it's like, I think you're in a decent place about it. You recognize that there are assholes. And guess what? Like, everybody is an asshole in somebody's story. I'm sure somebody didn't like Mother Teresa for whatever reason. Here, two of these. Okay. So we got persevere. The tortoise and the hare. What is this guy? 50-50. 50% giving, 50% receiving. That's what I just got. You're having yellow come up here. That's solar plexus. That's power, you know, being self-empowered, confidence. You know, it's okay, ready? It's almost like you might just be looking for signs, and that's exactly what group one's reading was too. So it'd be kind of funny if maybe you watched group one and group two, where like you might have things going on around you that are bothersome, but you're in a decent place about it, and you're just needing confirmation that like you are the bomb. And so I'm here to tell you that you are the bomb. You got the freaking Empress, the High Priestess, and the Magician. The High Priestess is my total favorite. And the Magician is like my second total favorite. And the Empress is up there among my favorites. Yeah. Patience. You're waiting. You are ready to receive. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. Nature always, it grows, it gives. Everything in nature is abundance. And then you got origins. Remember your roots. And so when I was saying here that you are guided, or that you know, you might be getting like intuitions or messages from beings, that it could be like, do you have a family member who passed on that you believe speaks to you? But yeah, remember your roots. I think that, you know, your ancestors are with us. So, and yeah, just be patient. Elk. That's number 3. 3 has been huge today. The Empress is number 3. I'm actually, oh my goodness. I'm going to put this on pause for a second. Okay. I wanted to get the book on that elk. So, elk, your antlers reach for the sun. Show me that strength and stamina are one. Elk have a curious kind of warrior energy because, except at mating time, they honor the company of their own gender. They can call on the medicine of brotherhood or sisterhood. In discovering the strength which is gained from loving the gender that is your own, you will feel the comradeship that arises from similarity of experience. This special medicine that allows the friendship of others of your same sex to overcome potential competition or jealousy. If you have picked elk medicine, you may be telling yourself to seek the company of your own gender for a while. You may need a support group to realign yourself with the stamina of the warrioress energy that you are a part of. This communication with others of your own sex allows you to air your feelings in safety and to get feedback from others who have had the same experiences. You may need a new sense of communication in unity. So I'm getting a lot of, the High Priestess and the Empress, that's divine feminine energy. So if you are a guy, you may want to be around masculine energy. But I don't have love coming in here. I don't have like relationship. I don't have that we are seeking anything. We are in a point of creation. And so it may be that there have been some a-holes in your experience, that you are at an okay place. But let me pull one more tarot. I just kind of want to dig into this a little bit more. But we're persevering. So maybe what are we? Spiritual advice. The Nine of Cups. We have a wish. There's something that we're wishing for. What are we wishing for? Okay. Seven of Wands. I think that you may be in this receptive energy. Okay, it is a creative place. I don't feel like it's in a really bad place. We are persevering. You are guided. You are, the angels got your back. But I think we might be tired of fighting alone. And there's a wish for a connection. And I would start that connection as friendships. Because everyone's a teacher and the a-holes teach us, but our friends teach us who we really are, and help us learn who we really are. Anyway, that took an interesting turn. I'm glad I picked those animal medicine cards. So this went on longer than I thought because I kept getting interrupted throughout the entire video, not throughout yours, but I hope that had some messages for you, and have a great day. Peace. Namaste.